So I decided to buy a one-way ticket to Japan with no plan for the very first time. But there's a problem. You see, I literally sold everything in my house, so I have nothing to fall back on. It's a one-way ticket and I don't even know if I'm coming back. Now, with that in mind, I actually plan to backpack and solo travel the entire country with a budget of 3,000 to 5,000 yen per day just to eat, and staying at very low-end and budget-friendly hostels, hotels, or even cafes. I actually wonder how long I can last. Now, I know you'll be asking me, like, am I very stupid for doing this? I just want you to know exactly how it's like to be an Asian foreigner in Japan and how this entire trip will actually unfold, because I really got no clue. So guys, I'm finally in Japan. So you're probably all wondering exactly what's the process for a foreigner like me from Canada to go in Japan for the very first time. As a solo traveler, maybe you're going in a group. That's a very great question. But I want to highlight something right now to you guys. I am dead as fuck. Like, I'm tired. I am like fucking jet lagged. I am just running on caffeine. I didn't even eat that much food yet. Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. I've been carrying this bag, you know, again, it's like 15 pounds. Again, it's not a lot of weight, but the thing is, when you carry it for 5-6 hours, it just drains you from multiple different train stations to get to this hostel. But anyways, like, besides the point. As you can tell, I'm a little bit unsteady right now, but I think the first thing we need to do is go for ramen. I'm gonna take you with me, okay? You're not gonna be lonely. I'm gonna take you with me. You're gonna be there. We're gonna eat, and we're gonna have a great time. Like, well, you're gonna watch me eat. You're not gonna eat it, but you're gonna watch me eat. I mean, that's sad for you, but it's good for me. But anyways, besides that, I'm gonna take you with me. And then what we're doing is, what are we doing? Yeah, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna take a shower because I'm sweating like shit. So yeah, let me go take a shower. And we'll go and I'll explain everything to you later, okay? So yeah, that's a promise, okay guys? Okay, you get it? Okay, let's go. So the 5 most important things you need when you guys, get to Japan for your very first time. So the first thing I recommend is Wi-Fi collection and getting Wi-Fi, like portable Wi-Fi. Now, a service I use is iVideo. Highly recommend it. It's very, very cheap. It's like 30 bucks a month Canadian. So it's maybe $25 a month for, my US people from America. Yeah, highly recommend you use that. You order directly from the website and you can either get it shipped to your house or pick it up at the post office when you arrive in Japan. I highly recommend you just pick it up because that's usually what I do. And also, what you need is VPNs. Now, this is only if you actually need it. Like, I don't use it myself in Japan. But if you do need it, then I highly recommend you use a VPN. Second point is hostels and hotels. Now, I know a lot of you want to do hotels. What I recommend is that you use something like franchises from APA to LiveMax. Usually they cost around $50 to $80 a day. So with hostels, what I highly recommend is that you use something called Hostel World. 100% easier to use. Again, I'm not sponsored by Hostel World. I just use it because it's just easier for me when I'm solo traveling. Now, this is pretty obvious. It's luggage collection. At the end of the day, just collect your luggage at the right place, but also at the same time, you actually don't need to do this if you are truly solo traveling. All I have is one carry-on, and obviously it's under 7 kilograms, which is under 50 pounds. Most airlines are around that weight and around that restriction. So now, understand something. When you're booking your flights, this is a big point that I think a lot of people miss, is that when you book in your flights, make sure that the airline that you're booking is directly domestic to the area that you're booking from. So what I'm talking about is, like, for instance, I booked my flight from Zip Air. Zip Air is a sister company to JAL, which is one of the biggest airlines close to ANA. But because of how it's connected to the other company, but it's a cheaper offering because it has, limited areas to go to. When you buy the airline itself or you buy the tickets, right, they become, 10 times cheaper. When you go there and you buy directly from the website in yen, in the currency, because you're buying directly from the conversion rate or the exchange rate. Now, this one's fairly obvious, but it's all about train times. So when you're booking, your Shinkansen or the JR Rail Pass, I don't recommend you get any of those because you're not really going to go to major cities unless you actually are. When I'm talking about major, I'm talking about like all the cities, because those JR Rail Passes, they're so expensive. Instead of doing that, you should just use the regular lines. Just navigate with Google Maps and it will help you. There's a line directly connected to Tokyo and to Narita, and they go back and forth. Now this is all just money exchanges. So when you exchange money, I don't recommend you do it in Japan because I think they take a high transaction fee. What I highly recommend you do, again, if you need to do it in Japan, you can use an ATM. But what I highly recommend you do is just get it directly from your bank with an international transfer to buy currency. You can do it on any single bank. I'm not too sure about, you guys who might live in a different country. But if you're from a, first world country like Canada, Australia, America, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I recommend that you do. So if you found those things very useful, what I recommend is that you actually download my free guide for Japan. So this free guide will include everything that I talked about, and it'll have specific links on everything that you need to do. Now again, it's all for free, so if you go down below through the link, there should be a section where it says a free guide. You download the free guide, you can use that guide.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. This reaches the end. As you can see, I barely spent any money today. Now, if you want to see more exclusive content, make sure to check out my Patreon. I have almost daily uploads every single day or every single other day. So anyways, I'll see you on the next one.